Following video is not made for kids. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello to my subscribers, this is the TFN Geek coming to you with a special video, and tonight we're going to be taking a look at the full and complete Transformers Cybertron Trilogy Kingdom Wave 4 or group of action figures. So yes, for those of you who have subscribed to my channel for a long time, I did collection videos showing off all the Transformers action figures released in Wave 2 and Wave 3 of the Kingdom line. Wave 3 was the largest wave since it had the Ark and the Commander class figure of Rodimus Prime, and it had a whole bunch of Transformers action figures. Wave 4 was scheduled to be it was originally planned to be the final wave of Kingdom, but then Hasbro and Takara Tomy decided to stretch the Kingdom line out to 5 waves, so once I eventually get the Wave 5 action figures, I'll do a collection video on them. But for the Transformers action figures released in Wave 4 of the Kingdom line, counting the re-releases, Wave 4, I believe, so far is the smallest wave of the Kingdom line, with a total of 3 brand new action figures and 3 re-releases. So, as far as I'm aware of, the 4th wave of the Kingdom line, it doesn't have any core class or leader class Transformers action figures. If it does, I haven't been able to find a website stating which leader class and core class figures are released in Wave 4 of the Kingdom line. But the ones I know for sure that have been released in this wave are 4 deluxes and 2 voyagers, half of which are new action figures, the rest are re-releases. So for the deluxe class action figures, we've got re-releases of the Wave 1 deluxe figure Paleotrex, who I took out of his box and already did a review. And we have from Wave 2 of the Kingdom line a re-release of Kingdom Tracks. Wave 4 was originally supposed to have all new deluxes in this wave, but Hasbro, and Takara Tomy decided to push back releasing the other 2 deluxe class figures that were originally going to be released in Wave 4, which are the Kingdom Deluxe class action figures of Autobot Pipes and Autobot Slammer. They're now going to be released in Wave 5 along with the other Kingdom Wave 5 action figures. I won't say their names right now. So instead of getting Pipes and Slammer, we're getting a Paleotrex and Trax for a second time. So if anyone missed out on Paleotrex and Trax when they were released in their respective waves originally, you now have one last chance to get them. The last re-release figure, which I have partially hidden here by Trax's box, is the Kingdom Voyager class Rhinox action figure, which was released for the first time in Wave 4. A lot of Transformers fans and collectors have pointed out that it's been very difficult to transform Rhinox, and some of the parts on Trax have made it difficult transforming him back and forth between robot mode and alt mode, and unfortunately, out of all the Kingdom figures that have been released in the Kingdom line, Rhinox and Trax are considered the duds or letdowns of the Kingdom line. They're considered the least exciting figures of the Kingdom line. So with those re-releases out of the way, the brand new figures we get in Wave 4 include at least the 2 new deluxes. First off, we have Waspinator, who's always been a fan favorite character, particularly with Beast Wars fans. Over there, I can't quite reach it from where I am, but we have Shadow Panther, who is based off of an original Beast Wars action figure. Shadow Panther was basically meant to be an evil doppelganger to Cheetor, and because he's all black, instead of a cheetah, he has a panther for his alt mode. I thought I read it several years ago that the panther isn't actually its own unique species of large cat. Panther is just another name given to black jaguars, but I could be wrong, and they could have reversed that decision and made the panther a separate species of cat from the black jaguar. But again, that's Shadow Panther. A lot of Transformers fans and collectors have pointed out that because Shadow Panther is in fact a repaint of Kingdom Cheetor with a new head sculpt, a lot of Transformers fans and collectors would have preferred if Shadow Panther had been released as an exclusive either in the Generation Selects line or released as an exclusive somewhere, because some of the exclusives in the Kingdom line that are repaints of previously released action figures, such as the upcoming Transformers Kingdom Golden Disc Deluxe Class Pterosaur figure. A lot of Transformers fans and collectors would have preferred if Pterosaur had been released at mass retail, and if a not quite as popular Beast Wars characters such as Shadow Panther would have been released as an exclusive instead of mass retail. But I honestly don't know the thinking process behind Hasbro and Takara deciding which action figures and which characters end up being released as exclusives and which ones end up being released at mass retail. Most Transformers figures that are sold as exclusives here in the United States, they are in fact sold at mass retail in most other countries that sell Transformers action figures. So basically, the United States ends up becoming one of the most difficult countries to get Transformers action figures compared to other nations that sell them. So yeah, that's a bit of a letdown for collectors here in the United States to know that. But for me personally, I don't mind having Shadow Panther here because you can literally count using the fingers on your hands how many Predacons have actually been released in the Transformers Kingdom line. Not just the ones at mass retail, but the exclusives as well. So for me, even though he's not quite as popular Beast Wars character, I still am happy that we got Shadow Panther in the Kingdom line. So I've been saving the best for last. I will finally acknowledge him since he's been there staring at the can and we're waiting to be sounded off. The final action figure you get in Wave 4 of the Kingdom line is the only new Voyager class action figure. It is the maximal character Tigertron. So for those of you who don't know, back in October, Hasbro held an online exclusive convention called HasCon, and they asked Transformers fans and collectors to vote what they thought was the #1 best Transformers action figure to be released in the entire Transformers Kingdom line, and Tigertron ended up being the winner. I don't know if Tigertron got the most votes if it was because collectors hoped that voting for Tigertron would cause Hasbro to release him Esther, that's just my own personal conspiracy theory, so please don't quote me on that. But yeah, Tigertron won the vote when Hasbro asked collectors what they thought was the best Transformers figure to be released in the Kingdom line, even though Tigertron technically had not yet been released in the United States when a HasCon took place. So yes, a lot of the excitement revolving around Tigertron is the fact that with the release of Tigertron in the Kingdom line, we have gotten action figures of all of the Transformers Beast Wars Season 1 Maximals. There were a total of 7 Maximals that were featured during the first season of the Transformers Beast Wars cartoon series, and with the Voyager class Tigertron action figure released, we've now gotten action figures of all 7 of those Transformers characters in the Kingdom line: Optimus Primo, Cheetor, Rat Trap, Dinobot, Rhinox, Airazor, and of course Tigertron. So that's been a lot of the excitement with Tigertron, is that with his release, we now have modern day action figures of all 7 of the Season 1 Maximals. One of the 4 Golden Disc Transformers figures that's being released is being called Mutant Tigertron. It's basically where Tigertron's mind has been corrupted and he's going on an evil rampage. And instead of a white tiger, he transforms into an orange tiger. I'm getting that figure just to have a orange tiger in my Transformers collection. So yes, I'm really excited to finally have an action figure of Tigertron in my Tigertron here in my collection, and it only took me one time watching the Beast Wars series for me to instantly become a Beast Wars fan. So I'm really excited that we're getting all these Beast Wars characters in the Kingdom line. Whether or not we're going to keep getting more Beast Wars characters in the Transformers Legacy line is uncertain, or rather, how many Beast Wars characters we're getting in the Legacy line is uncertain. It's been confirmed that we are getting a deluxe class action figure of Tarantulas in the Legacy line and a Voyager class sized action figure of Beast Wars Inferno, so they will be nice additions additions to anyone's Transformers collection. So yes, I am so excited to finally have completed Wave 4 of the Kingdom line. My tongue can't keep up with my brain, and my mind is working faster than I can speak. That's why I keep stumbling with what I'm trying to say. But thank you guys all so much for watching the video. This has been the TFN Geek, and this has been the complete collection of the Wave 4 of the Transformers Kingdom line. You get 3 new action figures: Shadow Panther, Waspinator, and Tigertron, and 3 re-releases just to prevent Wave 4 from being a tiny wave. So if you missed out on Paleotrex, Trax, and Rhinox the first time they were released, Wave 4 Wave 4, the Kingdom line, gives you a second chance to add those Transformers action figures to your collection. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Once again, stay safe, stay healthy. This has been the TF Fan Geek. This has been my look at Wave 4 of the Transformers Kingdom line. Until next time, you guys, transform and roll out. Goodbye, everyone.